All right, guys, welcome to the video here today for Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal sports bets on Patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website. And the link for that site is in the description section below. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into our part one video. I'm going to knock out, a couple of these early games, and we'll have part two coming up in the next couple of hours or so. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of our earlier games. We're going to start off with the Mariners taking on the Nationals, 12:05 East. Now, both teams are minus $110, pretty much a coin flip in this one. Totals 9. Chris Flexen for Seattle, Josiah Gray for Washington. And even though Gray does have a good amount of strikeouts, he's definitely found trouble in many different spots. He currently has an ERA above 4. The Nats lineup also struggles hitting for power. Not only are these guys averaging just 3.9 runs a game, they're also in the bottom 5 in home runs per contest. They're taking on a red-hot Seattle club who won 8 straight, and they scored a whole bunch of runs in the process. Ty France is hitting a team-leading .306 at the dish. He's also the club leader in RBI. Meanwhile, Eugenio Suarez leads the team in homers with 15 of them. When it comes to the total in this one, Seattle's 8-3 to the over in their last 11 interleague contests. I'm going to lean towards Seattle minus $110 and the over 9 in game 1. Next contest, it is going to be Mets Braves, 1:10 p.m. East. Atlanta's minus 150, total 7.5. Charlie Morton for the Braves, Chris Bassett for New York. And even though Bassett's had a couple of rocky starts, he still has 6 wins on the year, and he's just a couple strikeouts shy of the century mark. Now, the righty's also got himself a whip of just 1.14. When it comes to hitting the baseball, the Mets certainly do a nice job of that. These guys are in the top 5 in team batting average, and they're actually averaging nearly 5 runs a game. Now, Pete Alonso's got a league-leading 72 RBI, along with 23 home runs. Meanwhile, Jeff McNeil's hitting a team-best .311 at the dish. They're squaring off against Charlie Morton here today, who does tend to get knocked around a little bit. Charlie's got himself an ERA above 4 right now, and the Braves are also having a tough time cashing in on the run line at home. Atlanta's currently just 21-29 against the number at Truist Park, so once again, having some difficulties covering that 1.5. And even though they certainly can hit for power, this Atlanta lineup, who they're currently in the bottom 3 in strikeouts per 9. So they're having problems with striking out, some difficulties making contact with the baseball. Now, total-wise, Atlanta's gone 65% to the over in their divisional contest this year. I'm going to lean toward the Mets plus 1.5, keeping this one close, in the over 7.5. Next ball game, it is going to be Tigers-Royals, 2:10 p.m. East. Kansas City's minus $1.25, totals 8 runs. Brady Singer for Kansas City. Tarek Skubal for Detroit. Now, Tarek's got 6 wins on the year and a sub-4 ERA. He's also just 3 strikeouts shy of 100 for the year. And he also has himself a 1.19 whip. Now, when it comes to these two clubs' last 10 head-to-head meetings, the Tigers have held Kansas City to less than 3.7 runs a game. Now, one more thing to add as well, the Tigers are allowing fewer runs per contest on the road than most teams in the American League right now. They're taking on a Royals lineup on the other side who can't hit for shit. They're in the bottom 5 in scoring, and they're also toward the bottom of the barrel with regard to home runs. They also have Brady Singer on the mound here today, who's got only 3 wins and an ERA above 4. Now, total-wise, 7 out of the Royals' last 10 meetings with Detroit fell under the number. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Kansas City's also 15-9 to the under against divisional opponents at Kauffman Stadium. Meanwhile, Detroit on the other side, They went 67% to the under in their divisional road games themselves. I'm going to lean toward Detroit, plus 105. And the under 8 runs. But that, guys, we're going to jump into our next matchup for part 1. For some reason, we skipped Brewers Twins. Looks like we'll cover that in our next video, or try to remember. But anyway, next contest, D-backs Giants, 345 East. San Francisco's minus 130, totals 8 runs. John Brabia possible for San Francisco. Zach Gallen for the D-backs. And even though Gallen's having an excellent season, the D-backs lost 5 out of their last 7, and they played their worst baseball on the road. Matter of fact, the D-backs have gone just 2-10 straight up in their divisional road games this year. They also have one of the lower team batting averages in the majors. They're currently in the bottom 3 right now in that team batting average category. They're also squaring off against John Brabia, who's 4-1 with a 2.39 ERA. And even if Brabia shits the bed, the Giants have won 3 out of their last 4. They scored 31 total runs in the process. Wilmer Flores has a team-leading 49 runs batted in. Meanwhile, Jock Peterson currently leads the club in homers with 17 of them. Now, total-wise, the Giants are 61% to the over at Oracle Park. Meanwhile, Arizona's gone 8-4 to the over in their last dozen divisional road games. I'm going to lean towards San Francisco minus 130. And the over 8 runs. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where I currently have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. I like Seattle minus $1.10 over 9 runs in Game 1. Give me the Mets plus 1.5 over 7.5. I like Detroit plus 105 under 8 runs. With my next and final free pick for the video, I'm going to lean towards San Francisco minus 130 in the over 8. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my safe and secure website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on my website, you're going to get access to that package every single day, all the way up until August 1st. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet that I offer on that website, you may want to think about signing up for my board member package. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier package bet itself, they also get access to every single bet, every single day, every single membership, all the way through the end of July. You get that until August 1st. It's an all-inclusive membership, that board member tier is. Now, guys, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side, and total. What I do on my website is I actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And by the way, that Milwaukee game, I'm just going to put the pick for that in the comment section below. It's 110. I'm not going to have time to handicap it for our next video. So I'm going to include the pick for that game in the description section below. But anyway, guys, once again, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And I do look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.